Hi, everybody, and welcome to Casino Guru News live from iGB Live 2025 in London. Today, we're joined by David Natroshvili, founder and CEO of Spribe. Welcome, David. Thank you very much for coming to talk to us, for having this little chat. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Everybody knows you. Everybody knows Spribe and the man behind the Aviator game, right? But I have to ask before, when you come to these events like iGB Live, all these conferences, what are your meetings about? What are people trying to ask you? What are the topics of your conversation? Why are people interested in Spribe today?
Yeah. I think conferences in general it's absolutely must for a business because I don't believe in Zoom. You can use Zoom, but personal contact
In-person
is
touch.
always the best. And now I remember that it was the same exact building around 6 years ago when we came here on London Ice. And this is a famous story. We call it an iPad story because
Okay.
because we knew nothing about the industry. I knew nothing about anything.
It was your first
It
time?
was first time. I didn't know. I knew there was iGaming, but we didn't know what aggregator was, what platform. I know nothing. I knew nobody. Like, we're a small startup, and we just have one iPad. I have an iPad with my partner, and what I would do, I would just walk up to the stands like that, and
Okay.
just say, "Hey, my name is David. Have you seen this game?" And
So,
on the
networking.
iPad, that's how we start. Like, we just approach stands like this. Hey, my name is David. Have you seen this game? People thought I was crazy because, first of all, nobody knew Crash games. Nobody knew Aviator. Forget about Aviator. Just a mechanic of the Crash game.
Yeah.
And people are like, what is this? It's not a casino game. Will never work.
It doesn't
It's
look like a
BS.
casino game.
Yeah, you're wasting my time. Why you coming here without appointment? All these things. I heard so many good things, but what I'm trying to say that when I came to London, having no knowledge about the industry, and then the best and shortest way to learn was
To be
conferences.
here, yeah.
Because when you start meeting people, you write down things you don't know. For example, aggregator. Okay, let me Google aggregator. What is aggregator? Like that. And then you start learning.
Yeah.
And then you start meeting people, and then you exchange knowledge. And this is how it starts. So it was a little long,
Long way to-
story. Yeah, but the conferences, I think, is the most essential. That's why we always are presented in conferences, because it shows us as a brand.
Yeah.
It shows our spirit. It shows our stability. And that's why we have the most unique and interesting stands. We have most beautiful girls. We have very good bar. We'll have always, free food. It's not about the free food. It's about your approach to your
And
partners,
you just
And
being here,
most important, we always have fun. It's always when we make a party, everyone is here, So this is we believe that conferences are very essential for building the brand.
Well, yeah, and now the tables turned, and it's not 6 years
No.
ago. Everybody now knows
Of
you.
course,
And
yes.
they're coming to you with your ideas. We've heard that you've been called Spribe was called a Tesla of iGaming, thanks to your innovative efforts. I mean, that's a big thing. Why do you think that is? What's your philosophy?
Well, the biggest thing what we did, and it was a funny thing, because people think Spribe have created Crash game. It's not true.
Yeah.
We never invented Crash game. Crash games were there, but nobody was playing it. People thought it was just a failed product.
Like a waste of time,
Yeah, so nobody was even paying any attention. What we did, we came and we changed the user experience. This is what you create, and why Spribe has a name, because first of all, we really changed the iGaming industry.
Yeah, you
because
did.
when iGaming industry started 30, 40 years ago, and the slots moved to the online live casino, and then poker,
Yeah.
and then nothing happened for 40 years. You make new slots, but it's still the same mechanics. Then we came in and we built completely different gameplay, which is completely I always say that players are the kings. They make a decision
Yeah.
what to play.
A customer,
Not the
it's-
Spribe or EGT or any this company here. They're not gonna dictate what players gonna play. Players choose themselves what they're gonna play.
Yeah,
Right?
it's up to the companies to know what their player wants
Of course.
and to
So
create
I
a
think
game.
we found this formula what players wanted.
Exactly.
And now that's why they choose Aviator. We have hundreds of copies, but people still trust the brand. So
And people still are coming to the Aviator. I mean, they're
Exactly.
right now. Yeah, you created a crash game. It became big in the iGaming industry. But now every other company has their own crash games.
Everyone has. Everyone.
But the Aviator is still leading the way.
Yes.
Why is that? Why do people keep coming back to it?
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of talk about innovation and that we have to have a variety of games. But this one, it's not new. Why
Yeah.
do keep
I always say I have a witch costume at home and a big pot, and at night I make a soup like this. And then that's how I make people play.
Okay, yeah.
But in general, we have 55 million monthly players now. We keep growing. Last time, on the conference, we had 42 million.
Yeah.
Look. So we have 400,000 bets every minute. Now we're sitting here like every minute, 400,000, 400. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy
right?
to imagine.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and we have like everyone. I mean, there's obviously, to answer to the question, it's like I always say, if you want to lose a weight and gain a muscle, for example, right? You cannot just go to a gym once a week and expect that and then eat
Results.
cheesecakes. No, you have to eat well, you have to sleep, and then you have to exercise, walk, and then in 6 months you're gonna get results, right? It's not same thing in the business. You cannot just say, oh, I make one great game and good design and it's done. No, you have to have so many things in combination, and then you have to have like many things working constantly, so to keep fuel this growth,
Yeah.
because you cannot just grow without with like for example, some people achieve some success and they're like, okay, I can
Yeah,
chill now,
they
I
lay
can
back
relax.
and-
No, because we always try to bring new things to customers, to our players.
You have
but-
to be on your toes.
yeah, make them excited with our amazing partnerships that we do with UFC, for example,
Yeah.
with Champions, with AC Milan,
Yeah.
with many, many other
companies.
and sports. I mean, influencers, and most importantly, we are fair game. I mean, this is very key because players know that we don't cheat. We are
Yeah.
a company that whatever we say, we deliver. So players love that.
Yeah, so you have now a strong platform, and some of your other games, like Trader, for example, do you
Yeah.
think it could be as big as Aviator?
Well, I don't think anything can be as big as to be honest.
That's the end game.
Yes. I mean, it's funny because when we started, people were saying that people could get bored, but it's actually opposite because it keeps growing. Like we've heard that it was easy to copy, people will get bored, but everything have happened to our way because right now what I see, the trend is still will grow.
Yeah.
Like I believe that in 3 years, Spribe will have 100 million players. We'll see. But I don't just bring this 100 million out of the blue, right?
Yeah, there's
there are
analysis.
markets that coming, I think, but it will take time, maybe 4 years, but it will hit 100 million for sure. We need to keep innovating, keep bringing new features, and most importantly, it's one more thing I want to mention is that to create such a big 400,000 bets every minute, you need to be also technically very strong.
Yeah.
Because it's multiplayer game. It's not a solo like a slot. You press the bet, it speeds. Here you have 400,000 bets betting at the same time. So
you have to be like very technically
so
advanced.
it doesn't glitch. It doesn't. So when players know that there's a stable game, it doesn't glitch. It doesn't, break. But it always gives them this hype. Then it's
so that's why they keep coming back because
Yes.
it's a stable game.
It's very stable, especially for the places like let's say Latin America, Africa, where internet is a challenge.
Yeah.
Like we bring fun to the places that where they have very bad internet.
Yeah.
So which is not many companies can do. For example, because some games are very heavy. It's very hard to. You have to have a really good internet to play. Aviator is we made it so technically, so it's
Yeah. Also, there is like this social aspect that you also mentioned that your games are creating some sort of social interaction between players.
Absolutely.
So that's very unique.
we have a chat. People come, make friends. They just
yeah.
talk. I mean, it's really and Aviator is also a game because of the social aspect. So some people, we've seen it a lot that they stay in the room even if they don't play.
And they
watch
just
others.
chat.
Yeah, they watch others how to play. Oh, he won so much because we also have this, rankings like who won so much. He goes to the top. It's even fun to just watch.
Yeah,
even if
so
you don't
it's
play.
like game in the game, basically,
Exactly.
more like,
So I think it's working. Yeah, for sure.
And also, another important thing is player protection. I mean, all the responsible gambling tools and stuff
Exactly.
like that. You've been really good with having these tools just at players' hands. Like it's very important for, I guess, it's you correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but I guess it's very important for you to have those responsible gambling tools in
Yes.
your games.
Yeah.
Why is that? Do you believe
Well,
every game should be like
yes,
that?
we take it very seriously because responsible gaming. We should not forget that by the end of the day,
Yeah,
you know,
these are people.
this is people, and you know like our players. I always say they come not to win money. This is the very big misconception, because if you create real fun game, they come for the entertainment. So
Yeah,
we
to
want
have
players
fun.
who are just coming for fun. They have some, budget, for example, a month. They know because we see that people come there every month, and they they gamble responsibly because they come for enjoyment. Like they have a budget and they do it. We take it seriously because we have 55 million players, and we
Yeah,
don't want any.
that's like a great community
Exactly,
around.
exactly. And we, we also, as I said, like we're technically trying to, protect our players because not many companies do it. For example, they claim one RTP, return to the player percentage, and they do some completely other. We never do it. We also, if our partner casinos asked us to change RTP, for example,
Yeah,
I'm not
you
gonna
don't
mention
do
names. We
that.
never do it because we are a strong company. We dictate the rules. So we are here to protect our players, and we're not gonna, try to,
Yeah, to lie to them,
lie to them
basically.
basically
Yeah,
through any other operators.
yeah.
It's we have
No.
5,000 operators. We're not gonna
Well, but some companies are saying basically that focusing on these responsible gambling tools is reducing their profit.
yeah.
Would you agree that it's
Well, no, because reducing profit, like the way I think the way you should look at it, like it as a big picture, because we as a company we don't focus on like one aspect of the business. We want to create, that's why we have one of the, for example, highest RTPs here in the
Yeah.
industry, because we don't want to keep more, because when you keep less, you're gonna get more players.
Yeah.
You are when you're responsible, you're gonna get more. Like I believe
People
in
see that and people
see it.
appreciate
Exactly.
it.
And obviously it's working. We're growing because people know that we're a fair company and we're not chasing one or two players to rip them off. We're trying to give them entertainment. So we're trying to make their experience
Yeah.
worthwhile to come in.
Yeah, to play smoothly and to be safe and
It's
from
it's
a
a pure
trusted-
entertainment.
yeah.
This is the main. That's why we call it vibrant entertainment. So
That's yeah.
yeah.
Also true. And also I wanted to ask you a little bit more about your team, because we know the man behind the Aviator and behind the Spribe. What about the team of people? Because I guess it was like a collective effort.
Of course.
And also, when you hiring new people, what kind of talent are you looking for?
Very good questions. So, in short, like let's say we have on average now 300 people. More, we always keep hiring new. The Spribe is known that nobody leaves our team. I mean, we have very small
Yeah.
percentage people. Like if something happens, usually people never leave Spribe. If they come to work for us, because I believe in people. I believe in giving, because I think I wouldn't be able to do anything if I don't have a team. And so we take care of our team very well. We try to give the not average, not best, but
Yeah, you
top,
take care of your people.
Of course.
And
I mean, you can see when you come to our offices, for example, in Warsaw, Poland, or anywhere, like you come to our stands, or you see our employees are happy. I mean, they're a member of our family. So,
Yeah.
and now what I see when I hire, to be honest, like, I always say it's not about experience that much. To be honest, it's about the attitude. If someone if someone wants to learn,
Yeah.
I'd rather hire someone young that wants to learn and hungry than some experienced guy
Like a
who's
senior.
tired already. And I was vice president for 20 years. I mean, who cares? I mean, what you can bring now, right? I mean, so what we're looking at the new members of our team is to be hungry, motivated, and willing to learn.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, because all those people, keep creating these innovations that you are looking for at Spribe and that let you here. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's
Exactly.
great. You basically said it just a little bit, but now let's get a full response from you.
Sure.
What's the future of Aviator in your eyes?
Okay.
Like, where do you see it in another 5 years? And do you think, I mean, you said you think it's going to keep growing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how much could it still grow?
Well, first thing is like, I just want to mention one thing: that Spribe is not, stopping on the only one Aviator.
I know.
Now we released the Broadway platform, which
Yeah.
we have an ambition that it will be one of the best in the industry, because I think we're solving the issues that they're great platforms. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
sometimes they're 10, 15 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and when you have a big platform, you cannot change it. It's because it's successful, it's big. You need to change some things, but because it's such a big thing, like
It's hard to do,
because it's a software. But now, gaming, iGaming has changed, it's evolved, it needs new things. So now we are releasing the platform that based on these things, what's iGaming needs now. Our Broadway platform, it's called, I think it's going to have a big future. But in terms of Aviator, I believe that iGaming in general is growing 20% a year.
Yeah, it is.
Worldwide. So I think it will just keep growing for next at least 10 years. If something new will come up, I don't know. But and crash games are becoming so popular.
Crash games,
And I want to mention one thing. Crash game is also popular for our partners because it's the best affiliate tool. They bring the traffic by Aviator. Then they stay play other games, slots, etc. So that's why they love Aviator also, not because of the bring so much revenue, but then they can bring new customers.
Yeah, I understand you're popular not only among players but your partners as well. Yeah.
Exactly. You
So
go
just-
and we always have some separate tab. We always have a special place. So Aviator is, sometimes in some casinos, Aviator makes 30-40% of their revenue just for the full casino. So you can
So
imagine.
maybe in the future even more of that.
Yes, I think so. 100 million in 3 years. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
100 million
well.
players.
Well,
We'll
that's
see.
you heard him first. Yeah, we have it
We'll
on a
see.
video. We'll keep back to it. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your insights. It's been a pleasure to have you here with
Same.
us. Thanks for watching us, and I'll see you with the next interview. Thank you. Bye.